Getting ready to go live radio.
Need more money. I don't make enough.
More money.
Personal rant.
Let's
Show us what you've got.
Do your plan. Right on the set, guys.
Get ready to go live.
Quiet on the set. We're about to get swifty.
5-year plan.
Click.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Try to Avatar. 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to the show today, everybody. It is the weekend upon us. It is Friday, August 18th, 2017, here inside Try to Avatar. And we got guests in the studio there. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got guests in the studio over there?
Yeah, something like that. Asking questions. All good. It's all good.
It's all good. That's right. And of course, we got the usual crowd of regular irregulars joining us here in the studio. So how's everybody doing out there? Damn it. Making me freaking work.
Doing well. And don't forget, anybody and everybody is welcome to join us as long as you follow the rules. And there's only one rule, and that is D-Bad. So please come join us in Discord, hang out with us. If you have something to say, you can say it on air. And
that's right. And go to nbnn.info and use the Discord app right there, or use your web browser and type in discord.me/nbnn. It'll bring you right on into the green room here. Why? Because we're too damn lazy to move down to the other room. That's why.
Shroud, say hi, Mom.
Yes.
So, Friday upon us. We're still a couple weeks out from the next release. And, of course, I'm not expecting any QA action until probably next week. I'll be surprised if we get a little opening early this week. What are your thoughts on that?
As far as the next release, I'm expecting some minor changes. I think that since we've seen in the stand-up corner that they're doing a lot of playtesting on some of the quest lines, I think that it's mostly going to be polish passes for things. And then after that, we're going to end up with... besides the new scenes that we know that they're uncloning, it's a lot of polish, especially of the quest lines, and then from there, I don't expect any new real game features to be coming out.
Well, I know we're looking forward to some Discord integration and some, minor updates at this point, but we already know that a lot of what we're going to be seeing is going to be polished to get this puppy out the door here by years end.
Well, they're working really hard on the Discord integration right now, and I don't know if they'll be ready for it for release 45. I think that might be pushed back to release 46 before they really start releasing that on QA. Or what may end up happening is the release 45 QA client might actually have the Discord integration just for QA, and then it gets pushed back to release 46 for more testing. Hey,
Scrota.
Yeah, well,
Some problems.
argument going on over Led Zepp's band over here, so that's right. Put your pants on, Zepp. Jeez, crying out loud.
yeah.
Scrota just asked a
You
question.
even got the audience complaining these days, man. The smell's getting a little unbearable over here, and I got to sit next to you for crying out loud.
Hey, Clipsy's joining us.
Febreze.
Hey, Clipsy's been hanging out on a regular basis, all decked out in that beautiful garb of hers. But of course, Deco Diva's got to be dressed appropriately out there in the world.
Oh yeah, is there a GM
Mom
command to
waving hello to
force Led
everybody.
Zepp to wear pants?
You didn't see that when Scrota asked about positional sound.
I don't know if you saw
Certified.
what happened in game, but List Rostov just used the bug spray emote with Febrezing it. So he did Febreze
Oh, good.
Led Zepp.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Hot shot.
I love this shit,
Yeah.
I tell you.
So
Now, of course, Friday. All sorts of interesting stuff.
well, we do have the community live stream coming up later this afternoon, where Barrick is going to be taking a tour of Longfall Woods with Seawolf.
Longfall Woods.
Yeah, so
Seawolf.
he's trying to make sure that Laz is happy with all the new scenes that are coming in, and so that's going to be on Twitch on the Shroud of the Avatar page at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then don't forget, you can always join the Shroud of the Avatar Discord community. Don't forget that address is discord.me/Shroud of the Avatar. All is one word.
All one word.
Yes.
In this week's community spotlight,
This week's
right underneath that.
this week's community spotlight is going to be a place I have never been to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not aware of this little spot,
Yeah.
but may have to check this one out just to see what it is.
And that is the Lake Kusabo Player Town, which is over by the Libris Ruins in the Regalis region. So just north of the Serpent Spine Mines before you cross that bridge to go over to the PvP zone that is the Libris Ruins.
The Libris.
Yes,
Ruins.
and it's also next to the Sanctus Spine Mines. So,
Okay. I know where that is.
yeah.
I know where that place is.
Or it's right over by Brecon Bay, which is where I have my farm that Thexidor Markham manages for me.
Oh, you a farm? Yeah.
Well, it's my lot.
Okay. I was gonna say, is that a farm called Cynicist's Farm?
Well, the funny part, I mean, so I have my own tenant farmer. So
Gotcha.
I don't.
I know what's going on now. I figured it out.
Well, I keep telling him that he needs to turn around and start planting other crops in that rotation, just because it's like, hey, otherwise these greenhouses are not being fully optimized.
You may want to talk to Alvin Crow out there. You may want to hire his services, but I think he's titch busy.
He's trying to fulfill your orders too.
Tending his own, yeah.
Yeah. See,
And Sean Silverfoot, town crier. Hang on one second.
what are we hanging for?
I got a question in games from Sean Silverfoot, my buddy.
Oh, well, he's everybody's buddy. I mean, don't forget that. I mean, if you didn't hang out with Sean Silverfoot for the Pax Layer Community Hour, you need to do that if you're interested in any of the Pax Layer boroughs of towns.
He was at happy hour on Wednesday too.
Oh yeah, I mean, Sean is a great guy, and Sean is actually the guy that took care of Laz when he broke his arm.
Sean was right there, man. Sean heard this thing pop back into place, man, and he was across the room. You ever seen a grown man cringe?
Yeah.
And Sean's no little guy, man. He's a big dude. But Gotta love him. Him and Winfield. Actually, Winfield messaged me the other day, and we were talking about something, and he's like, "Well, you got my cell number if you need an emergency lift to the ER when you get here this time." So I was like, "Hopefully, I'm not gonna have that."
Oh yeah, Laz gonna hurt himself.
Yeah. Chipped a tooth at Hoblot, broke my arm at SodaCon, Baltimore.
There's been going on.
Yeah.
Laz tries to make sure that he brings a wound back from every soda gathering, so that way he can actually remember them. Otherwise, he's got CRS and he can't remember what happened.
Huh? Yeah. Huh? What? I don't know.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I gotta have a war story,
That's right.
Of course. Not everybody gets to come back from SodaCon, with the chaos medal for kissing Starr long smack in the kisser either. So
That didn't happen at SodaCon. That was at Dragon Con.
That was at SodaCon.
Was it
Baltimore?
Oh, SodaCon Baltimore. Okay, yeah. So, are you ready for us?
I was
at Dragon Con. We take good care of him.
Oh, you prevented Laz from kissing people?
That's right. See, I had the Deco Divas working, keeping me safe, so. Yeah.
So, what you're really saying is that you had Clipsy practicing her full body cast procedure before you got there?
Sandwiched between those two lovely ladies, I could come to no harm, is all I'm saying.
I know what I want to say.
Yeah,
I will refrain. Because Laz is short enough to nuzzle his head between the pillows.
He is.
So moving right along, we do have a stand-up corner from yesterday. Don't forget the stand-up corner is where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, and I'm working on this today, and eventually it gets posted to the forums. And not only that, we have yesterday's and today's stand-up corner ready for you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I should refresh this in case we want to wander a little outside.
I think it is a good choice to wander around just because we have been talking about Discord. So don't forget stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down, eventually gets posted to the forums, and then we get to interpret it so you don't have to.
That's right.
So,
That's the theory. That's the theory, yep.
Yeah, so Bob the Builder, back in the office.
Of Bob.
As he worked on Perforce. And the Gothic Inn, and Home Revisions, and Elven Prefabs. Whereas Damon
Walter.
Who's working? Elven trailers. Elven Mobile Homes is what he's really working on. Some people
containers, sea trains.
Yeah, so Damon's working on Perforce and emotes, visual effects, and spell visual effects.
Yeah, we need more of those.
Well,
yay! I love my healing spells.
Wow.
Wait, is that sarcastic or not?
I love shooting green out of my body.
So green.
Oh.
Pus.
Yeah, it shouldn't be green. It should be like white or blue.
Pus. Yep. Pus.
Then Fletcher. He's working on the flame armor, whereas Kevin, the ugly fist. Still working on that tree creature. Whereas the Lord of Animation, Gix Vargach, also known as Matt, he's perforcing it up, and Sequana Animations. And the Endless Cloth emote. Laz, can you demonstrate that for everybody in Twitch?
Is the Endless Cloth remote? The one? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or we double fist?
I think you're double fisting that one. Oh, yeah. And the tree creature.
I think we're going to be double fisting it.
Yeah. I think. See, I know Gix, and he's all about the double fist. Then Reed, he's working on
personal experience. Jack.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I can neither confirm nor deny that the double fist occurred.
Let's see.
You may want to ask his wife how she feels about it, though. Then Reed was working on Perforce and Bugs.
Bug.
And Rain Collision.
Yay.
And number decorations.
Oh my god.
Number decorations? Like
Increase? Increase?
Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Like
Hopefully.
the number 1?
Yeah, I think that's what it's actually going to be. In Runic.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter R and the number 3.
Oh, the magical number 3?
Magical number 3.
Okay. Then Scotty.
Scotty Jones.
He's
the
been-
storyteller.
He's been working on the Lord British Moondial.
There it is, Eclipse. It's coming.
Finally.
You get to finish that hotel eventually.
Yay.
Then over in design, Beezus.
The bees.
Working on the weapon and armor tooltips and patterns. Then Seawolf.
She-wolf.
He's got the Perforce and the Crag Mines and Sewers and art review.
Is he working over near Sater's stinky sewer shop trying to clear up the stink over there?
I think there was a blockage over there, and that's why Sater is still polishing the living crap out of everything that he puts up
I
for sale.
tell you.
Then Damien working on the
Damien.
working on the Highvale Outskirt quest and interactives and art review.
Art review.
Dan the Man
Dan the Man Brennan.
working on Perforce and Player Towns and South Broken Road and Middle Downs.
Yeah, speaking of player towns, I know a player looking for a tax-free city lot out there is our own Blood Omen, speaking of which. Something we totally forgot yesterday.
I thought we mentioned
By
it
the way.
briefly.
I don't think we mentioned it once yesterday, but Blood Omen's looking for a city lot out there, folks. So if anybody's selling one and knows somebody who's selling one, and we'll remind you again on that one a little bit, but had to throw that one out there.
Yeah.
Reach out to Blood Omen in-game.
Then Sanio working on the Truth Quest and General Quest.
Glad someone's working on the Truth Quest.
Yes.
You can't handle the truth.
No, you can't. Then Sorcerer Steve working on Perforce and the North Shattered Hills Crater and Tunnels and art review. Whereas the Energy Vortex, List Rostov working on Perforce and Truth Testing and Crooked Shank because it's some reason it's just going into the wrong angle and art review.
Hey, I actually took a pre-look at that, and that's looking nice from what I saw.
Well, yeah, I mean the early access pictures that we've seen are pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, but apparently he must have pissed off that guy named Roy, because that guy named Roy really don't like him a whole lot.
Remember, it's like I actually went out to Blood Bay to hunt down Roy, and I couldn't find him.
Yeah, I hear this guy Roy's been harassing Deco Divas and things like that. I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
Oh man, I thought it was funny when he challenged Gix to a duel, and Gix couldn't harm him, and he had that anti-fire ring.
Now, Eclipse, no comments on that?
Oh, it's okay. I have men looking for Roy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. She's got the hit squad out looking for Roy.
So the Roy is going to be tied down to the bed, and he's going to be absolutely manhandled, is what you're saying?
Not those kind of men.
So you employed Led Zepp to hunt down Roy?
Hey, no.
Well, I want him found.
Oh. Okay, so over in tech, Bobby.
Little Bobby Thompson.
Working on the Discord user interface. JY.
JY.
Working on quest items refactor direction. Then Wizard Smoke. He's puff passing along around the Discord user interface. The more Discord user interface. Yay! The Deathbringer, one and only, working on that very descriptive bugs.
Bug.
Yes. Burning Toad.
The burn.
Still working on that Team City for that PvP zone. And quest items.
Just don't get it.
And Steam, and localization, and the installer.
With the proper PvP-ness.
Tassel is working on store deployment, and meetings, and localization, and planning, and Steam review, and...
2-year plan.
It.
I love when he works on it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you.
Then the useless overhead group, we had the Dippy board.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Oh, he's bored. I mean, he's
board.
been so bored, he hasn't even updated his... He hasn't updated his daily blog in over a week. And
I know, since like my birthday. You know?
Then Perforce replication is what he's working on. The Gorn, he's working on finance meetings and accounting and localization direction and seed invest. Barrick, working on Spotlight and customer service and weekly update and live stream and store updates. Whereas Hutch, working on the Perforce recovery support.
Recovering the Perforce.
And art meetings. The Attenwood, he's sanity testing and sound effects smoke test and audit. And localization. Lord British is managing the Jiras.
Over in Jiraland.
Yeah. Chaos is working on trusted traders and sales and the new employee setup.
Woohoo!
And wall light decorations.
NFG.
Yeah, NFG coming soon. Sasha, working on seed invest and finance meetings and localization. And Serafina, working on those physical goods planning and shipping and regression tests and customer service.
Handling those physical goods, giving you that wonderful customer service.
Yeah. And then
like only Sarah can.
The Dorkstar working on Release 45 post and sound effects, Jira triage, and QA direction, and weekly update and localization, and Travian support.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
What, Release 45 post or sound effects Jira triage?
So we may actually get to see a little action early here.
Well, you have to remember that for Release 45, Starr's going off to a conference, so he's trying to get everything done beforehand.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Just looking at the calendar here, but I'm going, we're 2 weeks out, but they'll release on Thursday and Dragon Con doesn't start till the next day, so he just won't be there during that weekend. Which sounds like the best time to be out of the office is during that weekend, but
No kidding.
Yep. Do you want to cover Friday's update?
Well, I'm of the understanding that there's something that we want to talk about in Friday's update.
Well, we'll talk about it. Bob the Builder is working on the Obsidian Village Inn and Perforce. Damon.
Perforce.
Damon.
That's funny.
Working on the Endless Cloth emote and Bugs.
Bug.
Whereas Ugly Fist, he's working on Tree Creature and the Tuxedo.
Hey.
Ooh.
Gotta get that tuxedo updated.
Yeah.
Tree creature. What's the name of the tree creature?
Hector.
Eddie.
Well, if it was Eddie, it would be undead.
Nobody said the tree creature was alive now. It's a tree creature. If it was a tree, it would be alive. It's not a creature, so I assume it's...
That's an Iron Maiden reference. I get it. Just wonder what they gonna call it an ant.
You dissing my brother Eddie down Atlantic Avenue, man. Don't be doing that.
Gix was working on the endless cloth emote and the tree creature, trying to bone it.
Trying to bone the tree creature.
Yes. Then Reed.
Damn tree huggers.
He's working on numbered decorations. And bugs.
Bug.
Scotty. Working on the Lord British Moondial still. And Perforce.
Perforce.
Over in design, Beezus.
The bees.
Working on the tooltip data and Norgard NPCs and recipes.
No, just gonna really stick it to him with those recipes, huh?
Yeah. Then Seawolf. He's working on the crags, castle, and sewers. Because you've always got to drain the waste into something. Not just Led Zepp's coffee.
Oh, that reminds me.
And the map review.
Go get the cup.
And Damien's working on the Highvale outskirts and the map review. Whereas Dan the Man working on the South Broken Road and Middle Downs and Play Your Own Towns and map review.
So what broke the road in the first place?
I don't know.
It was probably that big piece of the moon that
fell
come
down,
crashing down from the heavens above. Maybe, I don't know.
all of 400 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Sanyo working on the map review and Perforce and quests. Lum the Mad working on Interactive's migration and the Courage Path ending. Sorcerer Steve working on the map review and North Shattered Hills and forum support, whereas the Energy Vortex is working on map review and post support and Crooked Shank. He's trying to make sure that he keeps on.
Keeps on what?
I wish. Justin, I wish. Map review and post over in tech. We have Bobby working on bugs.
Damn it, Bobby.
And the Discord user interface and clocks. JY working on the quest item refactor and integration builds update. Wizard Smoke. He's got the bugs in the bong and user interface support.
I took all those roaches and.
You're collecting all the roaches? Okay, whereas the Deathbringer one and only working on the bugs and performance. Tassel working on the payment system update and the Trusted Trader API plan, and Perforce replication and a VIP. Then over in Useless Overhead, Andrea working on the forums, the Dippy Bird working on the Perforce history cleanup and Jira tasks, and no fleas! Yay!
No fleas!
And Gorn playing around in the Red Speedo with meetings and general business and the Trusted Trader API plan. Whereas Barrick working on flash sales and the weekly update and videos and live stream. Hutch working on Perforce recovery support and art review and clocks. Lord British planning for a convention and general business. Chaos working on offers and VIP and IT and new employee machine and Trusted Trader API plan. Serafina working on decoration testing and regression and the weekly update QA. And the last but not least, the Dork Star working on the lockdown direction and weekly update and audio planning and art reviews. And that's what our devs were working on. And don't forget, if you are a web designer and you want to work for Portalarian, they do have an opening for that.
There you go, Snyder.
Yeah. And I think the new machine setup is for the new audio guy that they've got coming on board, so hopefully he's able to get a lot of work done. And so, new sound guy coming on board real soon.
That would be nice. Be nice to see all that.
I won't have to sit within 15 feet of everybody anymore.
Hear all that.
Oh, yeah. Then, let's see. So, Discord user interface. Do you think it's really going to be in release 45 fully, or do you think they're going to put it in QA and then pull it from release 45 launch?
I think we'll see it in a month.
I think we should see it. If they're already working on a user interface and we got 2 weeks, I think we're going to see it in QA, and I think we're going to see it in 45. To
remind everybody that there's no more limit on the QA. Anybody can go in now.
Oh yeah, starting in release 45, anybody and everybody can join the QA server, but you're not allowed to stream the QA server, and there you will have access to the QA server.
No sense.
Well,
I don't know if they actually. I know they said that, but I haven't seen any reference to that actually going into effect as of yet.
Before, when it was Dev Plus, people were much more worried about having their Dev Plus accounts banned, and where it would listen a little bit better. So now that anybody and everybody can go into QA, I don't know whether or not they're going to have to enforce those policies and what they're going to do.
Twitch watching? Just make sure we're not doing it.
I have no idea.
Man. Yeah, that was my biggest. One of my biggest things is A, how are you going to enforce that? B, do they realize? Well, I'll have to wait and see the numbers, but the amount of free kodos they're going to wind up giving away if people take advantage of this is going to rise, which I believe would have a slight impact on the economy. Slight, but nonetheless,
very, very slight, because it's only 5 kodos per account. And that's really not that much.
I've now went from 3 accounts that have access to 9 accounts that have access. So I went from 15 free kodos to...
I went from 8 accounts that had access to 9 accounts.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of hours there, though.
Yeah, what a lot of hours.
4 hours, isn't it? 4 hours.
Yeah, 4
How
hours.
many accounts I can run
4
simultaneously?
times 9, 18 plus 7, there's 36 hours. Man. I don't know.
But Discord integration, quest fixing. I'm seeing lots of that, and polishing quests, I think, is a good thing for the long term, and it will correct some of those bugs and make the story a little bit more interesting.
Spiff, give us a different tune, please. Either that, or I'm going to ask Liz to conveniently.
Reload my client again?
What do you mean reload your client? You can't play more than one song?
Technical difficulties.
There you go.
Hey.
What's so hard about that? Moving right along, yes. I think we're going to see it actually happen here coming up. But again, how many people are actually going to take advantage of getting in there? That's another whole story.
I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the number of clients that actually join the live server. And so I'm expecting probably a 25 to 30% of the population to do it the first time. The second time, it's going to drop down tremendously, because most of the time I join the QA server, I see 3-4 people on my friends list. Then quickly it's down to 0. Yeah, quickly it's down to 0.
My other concern was, that the folks who were already in QA and Dev Plus submitting reports complaining that their reports weren't getting taken care of quick enough. That was a concern, but we're going to see. So I'm optimistic at this point. Again, we'll see whether this has any effect or any different bearing on how things get handled and how much bugs get reported and all that stuff. And we shall see.
Yeah.
As long as the sound guy doesn't start working QA just to answer. No. Fix the bugs in the sound.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Looking forward to introducing the new sound guy, meeting who the new sound guy is.
Poor girl.
Sound person.
Or girl. Sound person. Yes. Screw that. We're not politically correct around here, and y'all know
Oh, this says it's a girl.
that.
Sound
I
gal.
don't guess.
Sound
Sound chick, okay? Jeez.
No, that's all right.
NFG, that's all I got to say. New fucking guy, a new fucking gal. We treat them all the same around here.
No, we don't.
We abuse them all equally.
No, we don't.
But anyway, is moving right along. Is another big topic out there. Did anybody catch that one? Even though he read it 5 times, and I didn't hear anybody gasp or anybody say anything in the background or anybody go, "What do you mean?" Trusted Trader API. Very interesting thoughts. Thoughts?
Well,
Comments?
I think it's something where, okay, I can't go into the details on this on the air.
Okay.
About what I know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I really can't, but I think the Trusted Trader API is going to be something where it generates serial keys that get mailed out instead of what is currently taking place for the Trusted Traders.
Gotcha. So direct link, basically an API interface that lets a trusted trader put it on their site, and it goes directly through the API and sends the customer direct, cutting out the middleman, is what you're saying?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know exact specifics just because I am not a trusted trader, so I am not directly involved. But there are some things that I do know about the Trusted Trader program that no one else knows.
Yeah, well.
And I am not at liberty to talk about that.
I know. NDA, I know. We know.
Not that I signed an NDA, because I haven't, but it's one where...
Sure you did. The minute you logged into this game, you signed the NDA by agreeing to play the game and not disclosing anything that you know. You signed your life away when you signed into this game. Didn't you know that?
Yeah.
I read
And
that.
as Liz said, it's more of an implied NDA that it's one where it's like, I have information that other people don't have just because I spend a lot of time down at the offices.
Spends way too much time down there at the offices.
Yeah. So
roaming around the hallways, going in and out of the bathrooms.
Well, I have to decide who I'm going to crop dust. It's like, I don't like this bug, so it's like, I'm just going to crop dust you. And
yeah. Walk into the right office at the wrong time.
Exactly. Yeah. and the most comfortable chair in the office happens to be right next to Dallas, so it is something where it's like you just have to plop down, hang out with Dallas.
Isn't that Dallas's chair?
Yes, it is.
It's the zebra chair. Is that the one you're talking about?
I think it's more of a tiger print, not a zebra.
The print chair.
Tiger stripes.
I know the chair you're talking about.
Tiger
stripes?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I can't remember. I mean, I know it's an animal print of some sort, but I know it's not a zebra because it's not white and black. So
doesn't he have a beanbag right next to that as well?
I don't think there's enough room for a beanbag.
I thought there used to be one there. Maybe I'm mistaken. Now maybe I'm thinking of Scotty's ball seat.
Scotty's ball seat. Yeah.
Oh, that,
yeah. Scotty sits on a massive ball.
Does he still use that? Does he still use
he
that?
still uses it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hurt, man.
That really sounds
way up.
That really doesn't sound right either. Scotty's ball seat, but you know,
he's got one massive ball.
One big ball. Yeah. That's right.
Hard on his back.
All right,
and he rolls around on it.
We got a minute or two before we have to switch away. Would we like to cover anything else we saw there in the stand-ups, or do we want to?
Then let's
get right to the weekend roundup and start telling folks what's coming up for the weekend.
What's coming up for the weekend?
Nothing, honey.
Nothing for you. What's up for the weekend? You're going to be sitting down in that mine doing the grind. That's what's up.
That's covered.
I know. I have to go to a crafting fair this weekend.
Yes. Well, crafting fair. Yeah, absolutely.
Spread around my grand mastery.
wonder if that's on the calendar for us to read out to everybody. I guess we'll find that out
Probably
here
not.
momentarily, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Knowing the people I know, it's not there.
Oh well.
But moving right along, I guess we'll go ahead and tell everybody about that wonderful NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app. How about that? We'll start with getting that out of the way as soon as I clear this screen out of my way.
Well, the NBNN app that's available on all of your digital devices from the Apple iTunes Store, the Amazon App Store, or the Google Play Store. That thing?
That's the one.
That
It's
thing.
not commercial time yet. Wait a minute. Just hang on.
Well, where you at? It's Friday. See?
What, do you get off early or what?
Well, yeah.
Nice.
Depends on how fast I'm stroking it underneath the keyboard here, you know. That's right. The NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app out in all of the stores for your mobile devices. Of course, it's got everything like the radio stations where you can tune in to WRFB and listen to us throughout the day and throughout the week, as well as everybody else on the radio. You can check out the forums. You can check out the marketplaces. You can read what's happening in the NBNN Daily Britannian. Or, of course, you can check out Discord channels, or you can go and see what's happening today on today's daily calendar, hosted on nbnn.info.
Twitch streams, YouTube channels, last
Help
podcasts,
videos, podcast, daily podcast. I mean, it's just all sorts of stuff. Links to towns, links to help stuff. You know, I mean, we got links to the old school stuff, soda craft, soda taming.
Yeah.
All that old information that you want as basics is still out there. And linked in the Shroud of the Avatar app. Just check out the links at the bottom. And again, anything that you don't see there you think needs to be added, you have an updated thing. That's one of the things I got to get added in there. I got to talk to those folks. I got to get the Lunar Rift chronometer added to the NBNN Soda app.
Yeah, and if you
this way you too can find out.
If you have a resource that you want added to the NBNN app, just email that guy, news@nbnn.info, and he'll get it added eventually.
Actually, it would be app@nbnn.info, but
Hey.
either way.
It goes straight to that guy anyways.
If you want to really get my attention to get it in the app, you send it to app@nbnn.info.
How do you spell app? Is it 1P or 2Ps?
It's 2 P's, Jack.
Okay. I'm just making...
BP.
BPs? Okay. I just have to clarify things with you because I know your spelling.
Well, you get 2 P's in the PP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't forget, the thing that's also on the NBNN app that we reference every single day that we're on the show is the community calendar. And that community calendar is on nbnn.info/calendar.html, or if you go to nbnn.info, just click on the calendar button at the top and it will take you right there. And it is an aggregate of every single community calendar that Laz has been able to find or has been told about related to Shroud of the Avatar. If you have a
whole list, folks.
If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar and you want us to read off your events, or if you need to have an event added, you can always contact
That's right.
Laz.
Best way to get the word out there is get it on that calendar. The calendar gets a lot of traffic, and of course, we tell the world about it throughout the day. We do it at noon, and then it replays at 6 and 12 around the clock. So we're doing it all day, and of course, anybody tunes into nbnn.info, it's got the last week's shows running, and all we do is tell them about your events on the calendar every show. So.
And don't forget, between 12s and 6s around the... Actually, I forgot something. Community calendar Central Time, but in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
And that's because that is game server time. 12s and 6s, Monday through Friday, around the clock. You've got two idiots on WRFB.
WRFB.
doing a little show interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with Us.
With us, these guys.
At 7 p.m. tonight, you have the Phoenix Republic PvE nights where you can join Kaizen Phoenix Fire and Malhari as they go explore all kinds of stuff. At 7 p.m., you can go to the non-PvP town of Vengeance for Vengeance Madness. I don't know how they're going to do it.
That's yesterday's calendar, isn't it?
Today's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Where is at 7 p.m. on WRFB?
Somebody's lost again.
Hold on. I gotta get that in there.
Penis.
Yeah. Now we're all caught up.
Okay, you've got the 70s at 7. At 10 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Jackdaw Foxlawden's taking over the airways with a total request set called Chaotic Casualties. At the same time on WRFB, you have the Record Room, which takes us to Saturday at 1 a.m. bright and early, either Friday night, Saturday morning, whatever you want to call it, 1 a.m., House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow.
Omen, how's that going for you? You having a good time doing that on the radio? You listen?
I am. I generally stream during that time, and I seem to have a lot of people on my Twitch stream and these somewhat decent numbers in the listening on WRFB, from what I understand.
Awesome.
Good. And it's just as long as you're having a good time out there. And don't forget, several of our DJs also stream during their sets. So multiple ways to reach out to these folks. And
what is your Twitch channel, Omen Crow?
House of Omen, just like the show.
Twitch.tv/House of Omen to follow him.
Yep.
That's right.
Thank you.
And what do we have? Did we have an email for you out there yet? Did I give you an email?
Maybe.
I don't know.
That answer is no then. So Laz has 2 minutes of work setting you up with a WRFB.rocks email.
I will also need to know how to access that.
It'll come right to your mailbox. Don't worry about that. I take care of all that.
Yeah. At 7 a.m. on WRFB.
WRFB.
You need to wake up, New Britannia, with Wolfdom and Celine. Don't forget they do have a weekly special where they interview a member of the community.
Who are you?
Yes, the Who Are You segment.
Who are you?
At 10 a.m.
I know you?
Is the Paxlayer General Meeting taking place in their Discord channel. At 11 a.m., I believe that's still on hold, the Church of the Dark Star, because Amber is still incapacitated. At 7 p.m. is Orders Auction taking place in on Violations Lot in the town of Ordinis Mortis, if you're looking for an auction to go attend and get some in-game items for cheap or expensive for in-game gold. At 7 p.m., the EVL Monster Mash Dungeon Crawls taking place on the Overworld map. On the Overworld map outside of Soul Town. Don't forget to join the Dungeon Master Denied. At 8 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, you have Asclepius and Lord Baldrith taking over Avatar's Radio with Echoes from the Cavern. At 8:30 is the real Paxlayer General Meeting taking place in their Discord channel. At 10 o'clock, you've got the first edition of the No Ma promo out in the Novian Market. So if you're looking for some awesome deals, you need to join the Novian Market Noma promo. And that's
promo.
That takes place multiple times throughout the day to make sure that people can buy stuff. At 10 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Brazen Spirituality is going to be doing some dancing.
Dance the night away.
Which takes us to Sunday.
Sunday.
At
the Fair Park Coliseum.
And Spiff, you're hitched.
I'm not even hearing anything.
Place too.
Yep. Then after that, let's see. 1 a.m. Noma promo taking place. Don't forget Novian Market, which is outside of Brittany. At 1 a.m., Again, you have on WRFB, the House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow. At 6 a.m., the Noma promo is happening again between 6 and 9.
Euro edition.
Yes. At 9 a.m. on Avatars Radio, DJ Striker Sparhawk's taking over the airwaves for Lost in the Spaces.
Had a good time out at Happy Hour this past week.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Oh, yes. Always fun.
It's always fun when it takes place on a nude beach.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. It's like, what's not to like about that?
Well, when you get to spend Sparhawk's gold and drink for free, it's always fun. So, you know.
I got a bottle of wine, too.
Can't miss out on Wednesday night's free drinks, man.
Yeah. At 12 o'clock, noon on Sunday, you do have the Noma promo, America's Edition, taking place between 12 and 3. 12:30 in the town of New Britannian Market, you need to go to the museum and join Bo and Bloodgood for Astronomy Night. At 2 o'clock, you can always go to the town of Barron's Reach and join the Bear Crew for the Bear Tavern pub crawl. Because all great adventures take place or start off in a pub somewhere. And the final event of the evening that is on the calendar is Bacon.
Bacon.
Avatar Radio with Lady Addie.
Let's say Bacon.
And that is all of the published events on all of the public calendars that we've been able to know about in Shroud of the Avatar for this weekend, August 18th through the 20th, even though there's an event that we've been talking about for several days that never made it on there.
Yep. Why did we know that was going to happen? I'm actually looking in the forum and community events, and it's not there either. So I'm guessing I know where it was put, and I'm looking for it now because
the wrong release.
You know where they stick it?
Bill and sent it to Laz.
That's right. If they put it on a $2 bill, I would have it up there. Yeah. The problem is nobody put it on a $2 bill.
Up where? Up where?
I don't know.
Up there, yeah. I can't even find it there anymore.
It's amazing. There's something like 30 people with access to the community calendar, and some guilds can't get their shit together.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll talk about that here in our sponsors because
absolutely
we got to let you know about that one way or the other just because that's what we do around here. But again, don't forget you're watching us here on NBNN. NBNN.info is the website for all the information you need. We got all sorts of links out there, not quite as much as on the app. Actually, we may just have about the same amount of information there, just a little differently placed. But of course, you want to catch the latest news, you want to see what Jack and I are up to on a regular basis, tune in to nbnn.info and check out the latest show right there. You can click on the links, or you can just watch right there. You can check out the latest information happening around town. And of course, if you got information and you want to get it out there, let us know. Otherwise,
I got info.
What do you got?
Kaizen's roast is on Sunday.
And not on the calendar.
Well, talk to Stella.
And again, Kaizen's roast is on Saturday. There we go. Sunday. Of course, the Airy Fund is become a supporter today and play for a cause. Airy Fund bringing you the latest community causes out there, and keep your eyes out again for Think Pink. Big campaign coming up in October, and of course that's not just it, folks. We got plenty of other stuff planned for you. And of course, if you want to help by playing for a cause, it's Gamers Helping Gamers. The Airy Fund is out there to help gamers out there in the world. So if you need help, check out the airyfund.org for more information. Coil more wands, putting the magic wood in your hands. It's up to you to make that wood do something, but Arius Coilmore gets you the most exceptional wood you've ever had in your hands. Coilmore wands. Check out Arius Coilmore in-game. Scrotum Music. Scrota's music service, where Scrota is available for hire. He'll follow you around, play what you want for an hour. Tell you a little bit more about that in just a minute. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come and check out their crafting fair this Saturday afternoon. This is happening from, 2 to 6 or 4 to... Spiff?
3 to 6.
3 to 6.
Out in Black Rock Cove.
That's right, hanging out in Black Rock Cove. And of course, there'll be master trainers and master crafters and master baiters and all sorts of people on hand to help you out.
Hey,
and of course,
someone's got to help you fish.
That's right.
You're going to be there, Jack.
And it's got to help with that master fishing, absolutely.
Damn fish.
And of course, if you need materials, they'll be readily available up on Market Road during the crafting fair. So don't forget to check them out. And they're located in the Quell region, right next to the town of Exeter and the Exeter Mines for your mining convenience as well. Of course, Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you need t-shirts, you need hats, you need patches, you need drinkware, you need stickers, check out relicsbyrild.com. You need that coffee mug to keep you up on those late night runs. relicsbyrild.com's got you covered with all that good Shroud swag. And if you want to save a little money when you check out at relicsbyrild.com, use the promo code NBNN when you check out, and you'll save 10% when you check out at relicsbyrild.com. And of course, WRFB Radio Free Britannia, where you can tune into us, the Omen, House of Omen, the Deco Divas, the GMC Top 20, the Sarah and Andar Show, you name it. We've got all sorts of stuff. The Record Room, 70s at 7, news at the top of the hour, all sorts of great entertainment happening on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And of course, if you've got the talent, or at least you think you got what it takes, don't forget to reach out and tell us you got something you might be interested in doing. I'll take a listen and we'll see if we might be able to get another show on the air. WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And last but not least, a day wouldn't go by and wouldn't be right if we didn't tell you all about the place where you can get all the coolest Shrouded Avatar stuff on the cheap shroudmarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs right here inside the game. And Jack's going to tell you a little bit about the marketplace.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Every single vendor is a player of the game. There's over 62 player vendors currently. The Deco Divas have assured me that they want to be number 69. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Hey.
Yeah. Don't forget, anything and everything Shroud of the Avatar related can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace as long as it does not violate the terms of service, from accounts to game gold, store credit, Crowns of the Obsidian, all the way to artifacts, crafted items, crafting materials, to services. Just like some of our friends have set up their services. You have Maliki, who set up Mal's Power Hour. You have Wolfdom's shop doing some chi sign writing. You have Soda Design Services doing some decorating. Scrota doing his Scrota's thing with
Scrota said anything you want.
Oh, he's going to give you $5. He can make you hollow and follow you around for an hour, playing anything and everything you want. Or if you're looking for an in-game wedding, you can always contact Weddings and More by Laz.
That's right. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. And of course, don't forget, again, a whole lot more. You can come out and set up a shop out in Journey's End, your West Coast marketplace, right outside Blood River. And of course, we got all sorts of vendors starting to gather up out there. And lots are free, folks. Come on down, grab a roll-lot, get your vendor out there and help build that marketplace. Of course, Blood River is where all the mages in the game are going to be coming out when they enter the world. And if you want to be able to sell your goods to all them magic types, we've got a spot for you right there at one of the very first towns that people see when they walk out of Blood River. So come on down, check out Journey's End. If you want some beautiful island living, you can check out the town of Snug Harbor. And of course, if you are that smuggler, unsavory type, there's even an underground for you to work in. And nobody will bother you down there because they can't see you. So check out Weddings and More by Laz. And of course, the offerings we have, not just weddings, but a whole lot more. We got lots available. We got rentals available. We got, you name it, we got it. Come check us out. We'll sell it to you cheap.
And if you want to buy or sell on Shroud Marketplace, you do need to register for an account. And if you want to sell your stuff for real life cash, you need to click on vendor registration. But it is that time of the day where we talk about the most important people around here. And that's you guys.
That's you guys. Love you guys.
Thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
WRFB Radio Free Britannia.
We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys.
Look at that. I'm walking.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was doing that earlier, too. I just randomly...
We got to get out of here, folks. It's Friday. We're a little over our regular time, but you know what? I stopped caring about that a long time ago, so we're going to wrap it up. We're going to head into our weekend. We'll be back on Monday with more Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBN and WRFB. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Get out of trouble. Weekend. It's the weekend. Yay!
Weekend's here. Yay.
Hey, Guardian, when is that